everyone, and welcome to Nine Nails Garage. Today we are going to be doing a for sale video on my 2006 Dodge Viper Coupe. If you've been following along to the channel, I've been doing a lot of work to this car and just getting the car back to 100% like it was from the factory. I think we did a really good job on this car. I think it's came a long ways from when we picked the car up. Now, the car really didn't need any major maintenance or any major repairs or anything, but it just needed a lot of odds and ends, just tiny little details, just kind of touched up on this car just to make it 100% perfect. Now, I'm confident that this car is going to be in better shape than most cars out there with around 15 to 20,000 miles on it. So this car currently has 36,500 miles on it, and I believe with everything I've done to it, it's about in the condition of most cars with around 5 to 10,000 miles on it. So we're going to start in the garage. I've got the wheels and tires off the car. I've got it up on jack stands, and I'm going to show you the underbody of the car. I'm going to show you the engine bay and just cover a little bit of everything we've done. If you haven't seen my other videos on the car, check them out and check out all the work that I've done to the car so you can see all that. So let's go ahead and get started with the engine bay and the underbody of the car. So starting off here in the engine bay, we did a lot of basic maintenance to the car that, you know, a car of 14 years would definitely need to make it 100% and to make it reliable for many years to come. So we put new valve cover gaskets on the valve covers, and they were leaking a little bit, so we got those replaced. We replaced the spark plugs with new Bosch double iridium spark plugs, and it runs great. We also put a new thermostat in the car right over here, so we got that taken care of. I did go with the OEM thermostat, so I believe it's 185 degrees, and everything was done with OEM parts. So we also changed the oil in the car with Mobil 1 0W40. We put new transmission fluid in the car with the Chrysler recommended ATF plus 4. We also put the Chrysler recommended differential fluid in the car with the limited slip additive. We did a full coolant flush on the car with the Mopar recommended 5-year orange coolant, and we also put a new belt on the car. Now, after we got done with the tune-up on the car and we got everything running as it should, we went through and we did an entire detail of the whole underbody of the car. Here is the passenger front wheel well of the car, and we did a full detail under here. We touched every single nut and bolt and nook and cranny, and we got it looking like it should. All the suspension was detailed and cleaned and scrubbed, and it looks absolutely amazing. We also went through and we greased all of our upper and lower ball joints. The brakes on the car are in good shape, and also the brake pads as well. And here is the rear passenger side. And the brakes here are good as well. Make our way to the driver's side. The rear driver's side wheel well. Try to get the camera to focus here. And just look at all that detail work. Everything came out absolutely beautiful. Looks amazing. Looks like it did from the factory. And that's the look we were definitely going for. While we were at it, we also scrubbed the inside of the wheels and we got them all polished up. They came out very nicely and are in very good shape as well. We also put new tires on the car. These are Nitto INVO tires, and they're brand new, tons of tread. Still got little knobs on them. Haven't even been on the car yet, but we're gonna get them on here shortly. So another preventative thing we did to this car that you're not gonna find on a lot of Dodge Vipers is we replaced all the hardware on this rocker panel here and the driver's side rocker panel with rib nut inserts and hex head hardware. So you're never gonna have a problem with the screws falling out of this rocker panel and getting stuck in your back tire back there. The whole underbody was also detailed and cleaned up, and you can see it's in pretty good shape. There's our back skid plate. Our transmission is nice and clean. There's the oil pan, and you can see we don't have any leaks. And here's the driver's side of the oil pan. You can see no leaks as well. Working back down our skid plate to our differential. The differential was fully detailed as well, and it is nice and clean, tucked up in there. Not sure if you can fully see it, but that is in good shape. And the underneath of our rear suspension, driver's side and passenger side. And here is also our passenger side floor pan. Sorry if the camera's kind of shaky. I am on a creeper under here, and it's kind of hard to roll around to keep steady. But hopefully this gives you a good idea and a good view of the condition of the underside of this car. There you go. Now that I showed you the underbody of the car and also put the wheels and tires back on it, we're going to do a cold start of the car. Then I'll bring the car outside in the sunlight and I'll show you the entire exterior along with the interior. Then we'll take it for a ride on the road and I'll show you how it performs. Alright, so we got the car outside, we got it to my favorite filming spot, and I'm just going to go around and show you the exterior real quick, show you how beautiful it is. We did just go through and buff and wax the entire car. I waxed it with Meguiar's hybrid ceramic wax, so came out pretty good and it looks absolutely amazing. So as you can see, the clear coat in this thing is absolutely amazing. There are very few imperfections in it, and it's in really good shape. The glass is all in good shape as well. The bottom of the bumper does have a few tiny scrapes in it, just from previous owners, I'm sure, and not noticeable unless you put the car on a lift, but I figured I'd note it. The headlights are also in great shape. I know these are prone to fading, but these ones are perfect. No scratches, no fading, and they look great. If I had to rate the exterior of this car on a scale of 1 to 10 for condition, I would definitely say it'd be like a 9.5, 9.7, something like that. There are very few flaws in it, and it looks absolutely beautiful. Alright, so now that I showed you the exterior of the car, we'll go ahead and show you the interior. First, we'll start off with the door panel here. And this driver's side door panel is in excellent shape. You can see this strip right here is fully intact and not cracked or becoming separated at all. That's a very common problem on these cars. And also these door panels just getting kicked from getting in and out of the car. Door sills are in excellent condition. And also our exhaust sticker is in good shape as well. Also on every panel I noticed that this has the safe part stickers with our codes here on every single one of the panels. So that does indicate that all of the panels on this car and all the major body panels are original. Inside of the console, clean, neat. The trunk is in very good shape. All the carpet is in good shape, and all of our jams here are in good shape as well and very clean. I'll show you underneath the carpet here. Very clean, nice and neat. And also on this side. And there we have another safe part sticker for the trunk lid. No scratches here on the upper side of the bumper cover. Our passenger side door panel is in good shape as well. No splitting, cracking, or signs of separation. And the rest of the panel is in good shape too. Door sills in good shape. Exhaust sticker's in good shape. And our safe part sticker is there as well. The rest of the carpet throughout the car is perfect and is nice and clean. The dashboard is in good shape. There are no cracks, rips, or signs of deterioration. I did replace both the shift boot and the e-brake boot with new 100% genuine leather boots, and I also replaced the lower shift boot. The console is also in great shape. No check engine lights on the dashboard, and everything is good. We've got good oil pressure, our temps are good, and our battery charging voltage is good. Now this does have brand new tires on it, the Nitto INVOs. And this is my first time driving the car with these tires. I'm really impressed with them. I think they drive pretty well compared to the I had Pilot PS2 Super Sport tires on it, and they were a little rough. They were 8 years old, so it was definitely time for new tires. transmission's good in the car. It has brand new ATF plus 4 fluid in it, like I mentioned, and it shifts great, shifts through all gears flawlessly. All the synchros are good, and it's a good shifting car. Solid, there's no weird squeaks, there's no odd noises, and it drives exactly how one of these cars should. Everything works in the car, absolutely everything. AC, stereo works, all the speakers work, none of them are dead, none of them are dying and make kind of that faded noise. Everything works, all the gauges work, all the lights work. This car is in really good shape, and it drives absolutely amazing. It puts a smile on my face every single time. Now I'm just driving on some backcountry farm roads, so it is a little bumpy, and you might hear it in the audio a little bit. I apologize for that, but it really shows you that if there are any squeaks, you're going to hear them right now. The brakes are solid in the car. No flat spots, no jumping or anything. They work very well, and they feel good and solid. Now we'll get in a little bit. This car is in just as good a shape as any car with less than 20,000 miles on it. It's near perfect condition on the inside. I really can't find much wrong with it, and the exterior is in great shape, like I mentioned, except for a few scuffs on the bottom of the front bumper. But you're never going to see those unless you put the car on a lift. And overall, this car is in amazing shape. I'd put it up against any car with 15,000 miles on it any single day. Also, there is something to be said about cars that have been driven. Cars that have 1,000 miles on it and are 14 years old makes you wonder if they were really started and ran, you know, every few months. And that's really what it takes to keep all the engine seals, everything in good shape, and to keep everything lubricated. So it really makes you wonder. Cars that sit a long time are almost worse off than cars that have a few miles on them. So that's something to think about if you are looking at purchasing a Dodge Viper. So that'll be about all for today's video. Thanks for checking out my 2006 Dodge Viper Coupe. If you are interested in the car and there is more you want to see, or have any other questions about the car, please put it in the comment section down below. Also, I have a lot more videos on my channel, 9 Nails Garage, about this car. Everything from detailing the outside, detailing the interior, put new tires on it. Check everything out. It's all on there. Thanks for watching today's video. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next video.